another leg of the Palawan Tour delivery missions. And flying the King Air today. Right, let's go for it then. Try and keep straight. Miss the houses, some of which have just undergone some fairly major repairs, but no need to go into all that right now. We are up. Yeah, looking good, and flying didn't hit anything as far as I could tell. So, yeah, no, flight with the default King Air today, as this leg, it's one of the longer ones, but if we take a faster aircraft, such as this thing, then that cancels itself out, so we can still try and keep the video relatively short, which I prefer. Yeah, must admit I did have a mild concern about getting out of Flathill Bay in this, but wasn't really a problem in the end, was it? That was easier than I thought it might be. And, yeah, certainly shouldn't have a problem with landing, as that's our Bateau airfield. They have a really long grass runway, so we should be fine there. Well, anyway, hopefully there'll be no more emergencies this week, as I did have a fairly major one happen to me. My kettle broke. Yeah, this was in the morning as well, about an hour before the shops opened, so I had to have my first 5 cups of coffee warmed up in the microwave, which is never the same. Fortunately, the kettle crisis has now been resolved, and I've got a new one. Water boiling activities in the Daza household have returned to normal, thankfully. It's a bit overzealous with the trim there, I think. Right, let's sort ourselves out. Yeah, plus I think we should be okay with this new kettle, as it's one from a manufacturer who recently gifted the majority shareholding of their business to our wonderful leader, General Bumberg. So at least I know now that this one will be good quality and should last a little bit longer than the previous kettle. Although, talking of ownership, another place that purely through their generosity and wisdom also gifted the majority shareholding of their business to our amazing president is a cafe which is right next to the airport at Bateau. Now, I'll definitely go there after we land. Although we should get a good look at it too. The wind is currently 10 knots, but it's blowing pretty much in line with the runway, so we may as well circle around and land the right way to make use of that. Yeah, so other news, yeah, this week the passing of Ozzy Osbourne a few days ago, which is a mixture of sad and also how the bollocks did he make it to 76 years of age in the first place? As Ozzy and Black Sabbath are from my home city of Birmingham, there have been some calls around here for renaming Birmingham Airport after him. That wouldn't be a first. I mean, here in the UK, Liverpool is now called John Lennon Airport, and there's many more examples like that from across the world. Don't know if it will happen with Birmingham, but I think that would be quite nice. A little tribute to Ozzy himself, and because of his connection to Black Sabbath, I'm sure that would offend at least some Christians, and it's never a bad day when you can annoy some people who actually do believe in magic. Yeah, so I'd back that with the renaming thing. I've just thought about him, well, God. If we were all created in God's image, does that mean God has both tits and bollocks? But no, forget about that. More important dilemma to discuss. A mermaid. Half human, half fish. Now, if you were going to spend the rest of your life with a mermaid, which includes them as a sexual partner, top or bottom, which half would you want to be the fish? Not sure I've reached a definitive conclusion on that one yet, if I'm honest. Don't know. There is something to be said for both sides. Yeah, well, flying down the coast here, well, that's not the edge of Palawan. Big body of water to our right. I believe that's Malampaya Sound. And as that comes to an end and we're fully over dry land again, the airport isn't too far away. We'll start thinking about a landing now.
Sink rate.
Probably easier to spot it if I overfly the place. Then do a left-hand circuit pattern in towards the landing. Yeah, grass runway so it doesn't stand out as much as some places do, so I'm thinking that's probably the best option here. Yep, there it is. Yep, the long thin bit there, that's our runway.
500.
Cool, circle to land, and yeah, coming in this way we will be skimming the hillside a little bit, and we'll have to be careful of the cafe building too, so technically it's probably the harder way to come in and land a bateau, but as I said, we may as well make use of the wind and have it blowing in our faces, so it will be worth it in the end. Coming round and doing okay. Yes, got our flaps and wheels and all configured for landing. Need to get down quite low, as I said, just skim the treetops. Turn on to finals, make sure we miss the cafe. It's quite easy to spot being quite pink. And okay, no, didn't want that. Yeah, oh Jesus Christ! Really? Yeah. At least we didn't run into a flock of Jews. That they can be quite a hazard to aviation around these parts. I think they're attracted to the smell of bacon from the cafe. And it's only a small fire on the aircraft. I'm sure it will go out soon just by itself. And we didn't hit a single house this time, not one. May need another plane for the next leg though, but yeah, there's no builders required for house repairs, so that's good.